This is Action Sports Jax First and 10 Training Camp. Sponsored by Ann Najjar and Levine, accident attorneys.
Oh, yeah. That's what we're talking about. We need this, and we need it often, right? Trevor, Christian Kirk. How about 100 times this season, with about 15 of them ending in the end zone? That would be nice. Hi, everybody. First and 10 time. Hicken here. A Sunday, Monday reminiscent of the 90s today over at Episcopal, right? Pads on popping. We're getting after it during training camp. Don't do that as much anymore. Probably planned by the coach, Doug Peterson, after watching some poor tackling last Thursday night against Vegas. The last couple days edition of training camp was clear. It's time to get after it, right? And get after it with the best guys on one side, taking on the best side on the other, right? It's football time, which means it's time to start moving forward. And that's what the Jaguars were going to do today. 3 preseason games, remember, on the docket coming up, including one this Friday at home against the Cleveland Browns. And maybe time to show a little bit more.
You know, we want to put our guys in situations to see them execute things they know really well. So when you're playing the young guys, you're going to keep it vanilla and see, okay, it's you on him. Let's line up and play. See how you run the route we put in day one. Can you execute it with the technique we've asked you to do? Does it all fall apart when all of a sudden there's a guy standing across from you? And at the same time, you want guys to run the offense the way you believe it could be, to see, you know, evaluate, can this guy do this when we ask him to? But, you know, maybe there's not all the bells and whistles. We're not scheming it up.
All right, couple more notes for you. Agnew looking good again, healthy again. And remember, last year he was really a weapon. We'll never forget the Cardinals game, for example. Cisco, we just found out he can tackle in the open field, which wasn't a good thing last Thursday, but it's good to know that he can. He's all over the practice field as well, so that's some good stuff. And the kickers, well, we're concerned, but they were better today. Santoso 4 of 4, Fry 3 of 4. So Santoso, big leg, just missed that 60-yard long enough, just off to the side. It was a good day for Trevor. Heck, good camp for Trevor Lawrence. Hopefully we'll get to see just a little bit of it Friday night. Such huge expectations for Lawrence. Action Sports Jax Brett Martineau has the story of Trevor as he gets set to play under Peterson for the first time.
Friday night most likely will be the 2022 debut of Trevor Lawrence and the first team offense.
Whatever that is, you know, this week, next week, however much I play, don't know yet. Just being as efficient as possible when it is out there, live reps. Doesn't change anything except for that I can get hit, but still you play the same way.
Coming out of college, few people question the fundamentals of Trevor Lawrence throwing the football, but he brought up a couple of weeks ago that he feels like he's throwing it as good as he ever has. Today, he gave us a little bit of insight on what he meant.
Compared to last year, I had a full off season to really work on what I think I needed to work on. You know, last year, finished your college season, you know, had surgery, I'm out for a while, can't really train, and I feel like my arm got a lot stronger this off season. And then just mechanics, I worked really hard on keeping everything tighter, more fluid in my motion, working on all my arm slots, all that. I just feel like the ball's coming out really from every angle the way I want it to. Obviously, you're going to miss a few every now and then, but I feel the best that I felt.
2 years in the NFL, 2 offensive systems to learn for Trevor, but he feels like he's ahead of last year's pace.
I think just obviously learning the offense last year helped me learn this one faster. You know, once you learn one, it's easier to learn the second one. And then just having guys like we talked about that are really smart, that are easy. You know, you can make a check and they pick it up right away.
One area to keep an eye on for this offense, the red zone. In practice the last couple of days, the defense has had the upper hand. We'll see what happens when it comes game time. With the Jags, I'm Brent Martineau, Action Sports Jax.
Boye's all over the place making plays, especially yesterday. So to go up against guys like that really challenges you. They're really smart.
Trevor Lawrence talking about the team's new middle linebacker, Foye Oluokun, of whom much is given. See free agency, much is expected. We're back on first and 10. It's clear on the Jaguars' defensive side of the ball. Those middle guys at linebacker, they're going to have to come up big for Jacksonville, especially Oluokun, who has plenty of experience. The rookie, Devin Lloyd, slowly coming back, but not yet. Remember, hurt his hamstring a couple weeks ago. Jags got to be careful with it, right? Let it mend all the way, or it could bother Lloyd all season. So still another reason why Oluokun has to be more than ready week 1 when the Jags go to Washington.
You had a really good practice yesterday. It sounds like, do you need those in camp?
Yes.
Even a guy that's had a lot of success.
Confidence, man. I mean, it's a confidence booster. I don't think I was perfect practice, and it's always something to get better at. As a defense, I think there's a lot of things that we looked at on the film that was like, all right, we need to get that right. As I said, it was the first day I was live and everything, so I thought I was rusty, to be honest with you, in terms of getting the fits right and making sure I know where my support is and all that. But you got to see that live action in order to play fast when it counts.
That was a really physical practice. Is that normal throughout your career, or was that even ramped up a little bit more for this time of year?
So it wasn't a scrimmage. That was a difference. Like a lot of times we'll have scrimmages. That wasn't a scrimmage. That was just live practice. So it was a little bit different, but you got to be able to turn that on and be able to go when the coach needs you to.
You like that, though?
I like tackling. We got 17 games plus games, so. But I like tackling.
You've made a lot of tackles, so I can imagine you like tackling.
I like it.